He had to move him down there because of his runs. So naturally, he could play right back. Naturally, he could play behind the striker. Naturally, he could even move to the left hand side. Where is the switching up? Where's the switch up? Where's the dynamism? Nothing. It's not there. It's not there. And again, you can't even blame the manager in the grand scheme of things. Sometimes you just have to blame the ownership. He's a
Mm,
rookie. This manager is a rookie. He's a rookie.
and that's
He, do- he doesn't understand what it means to
right.
tweak things up. He doesn't understand. See, and again, the clear message that Arsenal fans should have gotten is that this manager couldn't even go to the market to get players in, the right players in. How do these Americans say it? It's it's like a round ball and a square peg or
Yeah.
whatever.
Trying to put
Yeah,
a square peg in a round hole.
in a round hole or something, man. And it's crazy, yeah. And right now the bench isn't looking okay. He doesn't trust his bench. He
Right.
had to wait until the 87th minute to bring in ESR and Trossard into the game. The, what
Save,
is this?
save
Does
us.
this manager understand the technicalities of the game, knowing when to insert a change? As soon as the first half got struck in the 60th minute, Jurgen Klopp has already started making changes. He's already
Mhm.
started bringing Clerk. He's already started bringing Bradley. He's already started Curtis out. He had
To
already
embarrass
started
us.
making all these changes. And again, that topping, yeah, that cherry on top of it, he brought in Diego Jota. Mind you, this is a Liverpool without Mohamed Salah in that team. It's a big indictment on this manager, a big indictment on Arsenal Football Club, even far more reaching disgrace, yeah, of this football club as an institution. Because you know why? You know why? Arsenal Football Club, yeah, we are the record winners of the FA Cup. In the oldest cup game in the world, Arsenal being dumped by Liverpool in the third round. I'm sorry, it's not good enough. And you know what? In the grand scheme of things, this manager should be out. I want this manager sacked as soon as possible. Allow Airport Albert steady the ship until 2 months after the word had spread to all these managers in top clubs. The alarm bells will sound. We can
Yeah.
go and get a flick right now. We can even go traditional. F all these hipster managers and go for Allegri. Right now we can do all these things. Hack him away from Juventus. Right now we can send the alarm bell ringing and talk to Simeone. Give him what he wants. He would want to come and sit on coffers.
Mancini.
But Mancini, all these managers, they are better than this
Are they
bozo,
well?
this zombie we have in this football club. He won't win us trophies. Arsenal fans, don't laugh at me when I'm saying this. Yeah, this manager needs to leave. Or
It's
I
time.
can want to say something. It's time to go.
Yeah, I'm just going to make one point. I know Matt's got a point to make too, but I want to go back a little bit when you talked about the Crockies and Arteta. He, I've said this in a couple chats. Arteta leveraged the naivety of the Crockies, Josh specifically, into getting the job. Meaning that when they fired Unai Emery, he snaked his way with whatever publicist he has or business manager, agent to say, hey, look at Arteta, right? Look at me. I've been doing this at Man City. I'm an Arsenal legend, blah, 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 whatever, right? That's that is my real take on how he even got the job. Is he leveraged his football knowledge to their naivety of
Mm,
English football. And he got in with Josh Kroenke and basically said, you know what? Let me hold your hand through this process. I'll manage the club. You guys do your job and leave the rest to me and Edu and Vinay. And that's how I truly feel it's happened because the Cronkies are writing just checks. They're believing Edu and Arteta, right? They're giving them the money they want. They're giving them the players they want. The Rice signing, phenomenal. And I was so excited. Remember, Tony, I was saying, oh, we're now in that $100 million category. We broke through the $100 million ceiling, right?
yeah.
Well, it's sort of like the Crunkies will spend the money when the success comes. But the thing is Arteta has hid his inability from them. So they don't know what he can really do. All they know is that he's gotten one trophy, one plate, and he got a second place. Other than that, he's failed at every level.
Mm.
He's 16 trophy opportunities, and we've won one. Matty had it on the show last night. If you were to look at a report card from your, let's say, your child or your niece or nephew or whatever, and you're a parent, and all your kid had a bunch of Fs and one A, I mean, you do something, right? If you were
Yeah,
running a business and your store man, let's say a store, a department store, and your store manager had all these problems, but one highlight that was 3 years ago, you'd fire him.
Right
I
there.
mean,
exactly.
that's the thing. So my thing is, he snaked his way into the job using his knowledge and his place in football at the time because of City to get the job.
To get the job.
Go back, Tony. Go back. Bring that back. Bring that back. Bring that back. Bring that back. That last super right there.
Right.
And let that sit right there.
Oh my God, man.
And let it sit right there and y'all think about that.
Mm. Mm.
We're not selling those players, y'all. We're not selling them.
Because he
We
wants to
couldn't
develop them while we're trying to chase the title. He's trying to develop players, and
Hey.
it's not going to work.
go. We're not selling that dollar for 50 cents. It's not happening. Not happening. We have sat here for the last 3 to 4 years and bought absolute doo doo. Doo doo.
Mm.
And we are stuck with these players. I think I mentioned it last night, Goonie.
Mm-hmm.
Odegaard was signed to a new deal. We're stuck with him with Space Ghost.
Yep.
We're stuck with Space Ghost coast to coast. We are stuck with the German paperweight.
Yep.
We're stuck with him. Nobody ain't buying that.
No, nobody can afford the wages.
We
Yeah.
have sat here. This manager has went down to the shopping mall, and that's where he has come home. We have sent him to the store to get bread and milk, and he's come back with guadana, chips, and crackers. Everything else
Oh my
what we
God.
need.
Toilet paper.
Mm.
In toilet paper. This manager
Mm.
has once again shown his ineptability. We
Yeah.
played the Q team from Liverpool yesterday, the Q team, and we couldn't even get over the line. And I'm supposed to
Over the
believe
line.
Tony, we're coming back from the break. We're gonna play a Crystal Palace team that it took a penalty kick to beat. We had to beat them with a penalty kick early this season, and then we play Liverpool again at home, and we gonna get pounded again. And then we play Porto.
Ooh,
Where
See,
is it coming from? Where is it coming from, Tony? Where is the help coming from?
there's no help.
the
There's no
hell?
help.
SOS.
Because I told the same Arsenal fans that we have bare bones in our substitution bench and they laughed at me. So it's good. Everything coming to Arsenal fans right now. It's good. It's good that you guys. It's good you guys get this. Yeah, it's good you guys get this because I really want this to sink in. I really want this to sink in because if this sinks in, yeah, you guys would get this manager off that football club right now because
Right.
this guy can't win us nothing. He can't win us nothing. See, yeah, guys, I've already told you the legacy of this manager. Yeah, Kai Havertz, Fabio Vieira, yeah,
Mm.
bare bones, Martin Odegaard, and see, yeah, guys, he's not good enough. See, and I know we all want a hero. Yeah, I know you guys want, a cool looking, tall, blonde looking
Doesn't hair
hero.
back
Yeah,
every time he touches the
I,
ball.
I get it. I get it. You all need a hero. But I'm sorry, yeah, there's nothing heroic about Martin Odegaard and his form right now. Yeah, what was he doing yesterday?
Space
Kicking
Ghost.
the ball, just sideways passing, no incisive progressional football. Is that the kind of captain you want? Someone who doesn't inspire you? Is that what you want in this football club? Where are the standards? He doesn't even look like your typical Arsenal captain. Where is the strong, yeah, able-bodied captain that we so around in this football club? Yeah, Martin Odegaard kicking the ball sideways can't even. Where are those incisive passes? Where are the goals? Where is the shield? Where's the attacking incursion? Nothing. It's like they've all lost their attacking senses all at once. And that's the most disturbing fact in this team. It's not just one player that has actually gone kaput. It's one, two, three, four, five. Nearly up to
Right?
six players have gone brain dead in the same time, in the same month, all at the same time.
Tony,
Yes.
Bukayo
Tony,
Saka,
Tony, Tony, Goonie,
exactly. It's
Tony,
like all of them are just brain dead at the same time.
Time.
Goonie,
Yeah.
Tony. Saka is nine goals in 27 games.
Martinelli's 2 goals in 22 games.
I mean, just look, 17% conversion rate.
Oh, jeez.
It's shocking.
That's shocking, dude.
It's
And
shocking. It's
to say
shocking.
he's world class and star boy. I mean, I know we were on the hype train last season, right? But last season now is kind of a dead memory
I kept
because
telling
he's not
folks, I
that
kept
valuable.
telling y'all, Goonie, I kept saying last year, and even Tony was saying it. Now I know for a fact Tony was saying this. Was we were saying you can't keep relying on this man because you're running
Exactly.
him in the ground. He's played 3, 4 calendar years.
I was being laughed at in the charts. Yeah, they told me, no, no, no. Why? Why would you keep Saka when he's the most, prolific guy in our team? And this is what we get.
Let me ask you
This
guys
is it.
something. Let me ask you guys something.
Arsenal fans, take this, take
Is
it,
Saka, is Saka better
internalize it,
than is
enjoy
Saka
it.
better than Pedro Neto? Is
Not right
Saka
now.
better
Not,
than
not,
Pedro
not,
Neto? I mean,
not right
really.
now. Yeah, not right
Is he
now.
better than Vinicius Jr.? Is he better than
Absolutely,
Rodrigo?
absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Is he better than Son? Is he better than
See,
Kulusevski?
see, we're even taking this too
Maybe.
far. Bukayo Saka, doesn't this disturb you that Bukayo Saka can't score 3 meters away from the 18-yard box? Like we're even talking about compare, and this is the thing with Arsenal fans here. We leave the necessary and start arguing about inconsequential things. It's not about who is better than Saka right now. I am telling you that Bukayo Saka can't score 5 meters away from the 18 yard. He can't score 5 to 6 yards
I know.
away
I know.
from the post.
100
It's
pounds a
a
week.
big problem. Bukayo Saka for 3 seasons at a trot was the guy that carried this team. When every other player was flopping left, right, and center, Bukayo Saka was that guy we could call on to carry the team further. This season he can't score from 2 yards within the post. He can't. Up to three shots yesterday, almost two of them he skied them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the 18-yard box, he
They can't.
skied them.
Lukaku stuff.
Arsenal fans will compare. Are we comparing dicks right now? Is this what it has come to?
Like, I'm telling you, 2
What
months would still be
what
live
is
with
this?
Saka was shooting the
What
gun.
is this? No, no, it's see, these things get me mad. Arsenal fans, see, and again, Don Robbie, he might be a good guy. I heard that guy outside this football thing. I heard he's a very
It's
good guy.
shady as
Yeah.
hell.
But you know what? Yeah, he's getting what is coming to him because right now his own friends, expressions, and the rest of them are out there mocking him in public posts. They're putting a fat man's picture with the Arsenal fan shirt on and with a big fish down there, bigger fish to fry. That's what they're doing to Robbie.
But you know what? You
All,
know what, Tony?
all because you can't say the
That
truth.
channel
Just
down.
come out and tell these people the truth.
Hypocrites,
We,
bro.
we don't have any world class players out here. There's no
None.
world class players here. We need two to three world class players. And you know what? This football club, we are not serious. After that loss yesterday, we ought to go into the market right now, start shipping in players. I expected to see two to three players move out of the football club by this morning. So we as a football club, we as an institution are not ready. We are not ready to have this strong conversations. We are not ready because there's no movement from the team, at least outward. These dead players, Cedric the Entertainer, he's earning money in this football club. Why is he still here? Why is that
Listen,
guy still here?
Tony, I told you this morning. I
El
told you this
Neni,
morning.
El Neni, El Neni, as he went to Egypt right now, that should be where he should
He should
stay.
stay there.
He
He should
should
stay
stay
there. Stay
there.
there.
We
Yeah.
don't need him in this football club. He should go. Fabio Vieira, as he is right now, send that guy back to Porto. We don't need him. We don't need him. This football club is not ready. See, guys, have you noticed? Matt and Oregongooner, have you noticed that the Ivan Tony story has dried up in the newspapers? Have you noticed?
Of course it's dried up,
That's
Tony.
dried up.
Tony. Of course it's dried up, man. And even if it's dried up, that's good. Like I told you, I don't want him spending no more money. This manager does not need to spend another red cent at this football club. They need to spend more money. We've seen his track record. Oh, would you think a leopard changes his stripes overnight? A zebra changes his stripes overnight? No. This manager has shown his hand.
Yeah.
This is year 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's still doing the same thing he was doing when he first got here. I look, based on our run of form, we're probably worse right now than we were when we first got it because of the run of form. What 1 in 7, 3 goals in 7 games, 3 goals in 7 games.
Let that sink in. Guys, see, Matt, run that back. Run that back. Let it
Okay, I'll
sink
bring
in.
it back for you.
These
I'll bring
guys
it
have
back for
not
you.
heard it. It doesn't sink in. Let it sink in. Run it back.
I'll bring it back. 3 goals in 7 games, 1 win in 7 games. He's been put out of 15 out of 16 cup competitions.
That's sackable for any Premier League manager at any club, bar none. It would have sacked.
All while outspending Real Madrid,
Yes,
Bayern Munich, City, Barcelona, Inter,
AC,
Juventus, AC Milan. You know, you just name any of the big teams. That's who he's outspent. And you're gonna tell me that we should give this manager more money to get the job done? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's the main point. Is that
That's
we
the
can
main
talk
point.
We can talk players all we want, right? We can hope and and hypothesize that we're going to get Tony and all these other different players. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter because this manager will get nothing out of them. They are not going to just turn our fortunes over under Arteta. And that's why the problem rests at the manager, Matt. And you guys are exactly right. Don't give him another red.
Hey, Goonie, let me ask y'all a question. A hypothetical question. Do you think if we got Mbappe, we can get Ivan Tony, Mbappe, and 3 world class midfielders to put in this team? And do you think under this manager that they'll flourish? No, that he would. Every player that this manager has touched, this player has touched, has gone backwards. They have gone backwards. They have
coaches the talent out of them.
Yeah,
he coaches talent out of players because
none of these players would even dream of playing for Arsenal right now. Who wants to come to this banter club? No one wants. Our reputation is in the gutters. No one would want to come.
He wants to make his own mark with his players. And he wants to do it his way, and that's the problem. We could bring in those players you completely mentioned, right? And I almost guarantee after about 3 weeks to a month, he would coach the talent out of them. Part of football, as you all know, is being able to express yourself and play the game how you were brought up playing it. Because no matter how much coaching, training, etc., no matter how many image deals you get, when you get out on that pitch in the big games, you revert to your young self. And you should have fun playing the game. This squad isn't having fun. And I know that may sound kind of lame and elementary to some people.
It's true.
But they're not having fun.
Look at the demeanor. Look at the demeanor on the bench yesterday. Look at the players. It's
not fun for them to be out there. I think winning the games, of course that brings fun to it as well as winning, of course. But they're not even like there's no even fun just trying to win.
True.
There's no, and then it destroys the effort, which is the motivation and blah, 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 right? It's a long train ride down a fat hill, That's what I'm saying. It's all seeping into the squad now. He
It's all
doesn't have
seeping. Yeah.
an B, and some managers don't. But those managers still get wins. The only problem is we've pulled out 2 wins in the last minutes.
Look at
Luton and United. And he's using that, I believe, as a strategy to win games. And
To
I
win
mean,
games. Exactly.
when he brings in 2 players in the 87th minute, he's trying to get 2 fucking goals in 8 minutes. It's like,
let me,
what are you doing? Like that make Matt, you're on a semi-pro, probably amateur manager. You would not even do that. I've coached little kids. I coach my son. I wouldn't do that. It's just
I will take Matty in this football
common
club
sense.
and keep this
People don't
manager
think
here.
when they don't do
This
that.
guy doesn't have an idea what he's doing.
so,
He's clueless. He's brain dead. Shout out to the people in the chat. Nomsa Untuli. Thank you. Make sure you sub to the channel, Tony Claude Gunner TV, yeah, on your way. Yeah. Big ups to you. Here today is down here. AJ Biat, that's a great guy. Yeah, yeah, big ups to you. Wolfang Division, that's our brother. He's down here with us. Matty, this guy is a very, very
oh,
big.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
very
yeah.
familiar with
You have to work with him very soon. Wolfang Division is down here with us. Drew Gunner is down here with us. Here today is down here with us. Our moderator in chief, yeah, our queen, yeah, Mama Flossie is down here with us. Big ups to you, Mama Flossie. Malia is also down here. Malia, I love you, Malia. You're the best. DJ Crane is also down here. Big ups to DJ Crane. These are real ones down here. Yeah, someone wanted to say something.
Yeah, you look at the you talk about the mentality of the manager. What did you hear? What did you all hear last? Was it last
Amy
week?
Baba, big up to Amy Baba
Hey,
too.
what's up,
Amy
Amy?
Baba is in the chart. Amy Baba, how are you doing, man? Amy Baba is fuming. Is
Yeah.
fuming. Arteta equals to static tactically. Exactly. Amy
What
Baba in the house. That's my brother.
what did we hear from Pep last week? He stated that the away crowd stunk, that we need to raise the standard, that we expect higher from our football team. And what did you get this past weekend? 5-0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
And y'all gonna tell me, and y'all gonna tell me, I've been hearing people talk about it, and he's got us up near the top of the table to do what? To do what?
Right.
Look good? Decoration? We decoration from the top of the we decoration? Because we ain't win no title. Let me tell y'all something, man. Tell y'all something. The quicker we get rid of this manager, the quicker we can start this healing process.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's
Because
time to
without
start
it,
healing.
it's true. Without it, we can't heal. We
We
can't
can't.
heal.
Yeah. It's Tony. If we continue to keep this manager,
Mm.
every week we're gonna be having these discussions. Every week, because this is symptomatic. This is symptomatic. I used the analogy with Lee and Ola yesterday. The tooth right now is infected. You can go get all the Oragel you want. You can go get all of the oil of clove. You can get just shoot yourself up with it until that tooth is extracted. That abscess is gonna keep coming back.
Yeah.
Arteta is the abscess in this team. It must be extracted out. He has to go. He has to go
He
because
has to go.
we cannot progress as a football club under this manager, the tutelage of this manager. He should have never been given this job. They gave him this job like Goonie said. They fleeced him. He fleeced them into getting this job. It was way above his pay grade.
Yeah.
He should have been down there. Look, I wanted to say this earlier today when I was on with Lee, Jez, and Kenny, and it slipped my mind. Let me paint this picture.
For sure.
Paint this picture.
Listen, guys. The picture man is there.
I'm
Listen.
going to paint this picture. So we talk about ownership. Everybody, well, the Cronkies. Let me look at show you how ownership should work. Go in and appreciate this. What's the boy that's doing the Deadpool? What's the Ryan Reynolds? Ryan Reynolds and this other chap, they bought Wrexham FC.
Wrexham FC. Yeah.
What did they do, Goonie? What did they do? They said, what did Ryan Reynolds say? Hell, I don't know a damn thing about football.
Right. When he got a sporting director.
When he got somebody
European football.
Who knew football.
English football,
from
at least.
top to bottom. From top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
When they got that team was in the middle towards the bottom of the table. They got out of their group, and now they sitting at the top of League
Right.
Two.
They
Let
got a
me tell you.
sporting director that got a good manager.
Yep. And you can't. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what is this fella
Yeah.
like Arteta until you find proven quality. They went and got a proven manager down there at Wrexham.
Hmm.
Wrexham is actually they've won more titles than we have up under this manager. They have won more titles
Right.
than we have up under this manager. Wrexham FC, yeah, Wrexham FC, and they beat Manchester United. I'm telling you, man, this manager is so far off the pace. It is absolutely ridiculous. This manager is tone deaf. I've said it before.
Hmm.
He's tone
Yeah.
deaf. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this until he's gone. The spigot needs to be cut off from this manager. Not another
It's
cent.
true.
No
It's true.
more. No
We
more.
can
I
It's
talk
true.
transfers all we want, but
It's
we
true.
don't want these transfers under Arteta because it's not going to matter. He's going to coach the fucking talent out of them. Like you said, if we have Mbappe, he's still going to be crap, right? I mean, because the surrounding environment around Mbappe and Arsenal is poison. It's a poison chalice right
we
now.
would buy
That's what
Mbappe.
Arteta can do.
We will pay. We will
It's the
pay.
poison chalice. I
I'm
do
not
agree.
going to
It's the
listen to the
poison
owners
chalice.
be the poison at Arsenal. I'm not going to listen to that argument. For anyone that says it's the owners, it is not the owners.
Hey, we would buy Mbappe for 300 million, and we would sell him for 15. That's how we roll. That's how
Yeah.
Arsenal rolls.
Uh,
Yeah.
but again, this is a broader discussion here, Oregongooner. You've just said it's not the owners, but it was special people are coming to the channel. Yeah, the
Mm.
Book of Eli is a really, really, really interesting gooner. Yeah, I mean, he's a very, very interesting guy. Yeah, the Book of Eli. I met him on the Sakazim TV. That's Flawless channel.
We'll get him on as a guest,
great,
Tony,
great,
on Monday if he's
great,
available.
great knowledge of the game. And the Book of Eli, big ups to you, man. It says, big up, gent. The Book of Eli, please, one of these days, come and grace the show, man, because people need to hear your voice. Voices like you need to be heard down here, yeah. When this guy talks football, man, it's chilling, man. Big ups to you. But see, guys, see, on Twitter, right now, on Twitter, we have this cultists, yeah, who are who have sold their souls to Mikel Arteta. I'm not homophobic. I'm not, I won't use all those type of slurs or whatever down here on my channel. But I'll just call them cultists. Yeah, they sort of like latch onto everything that this manager wants to do. And
Mhm.
right now, yeah, some um some of these guys on Twitter, Oregon Gunner, were
Mhm.
saying we have a bigger fish to fry. We'll have the
Mm.
Champions League to fry. On Twitter, right now.
Really?
That's what these
Really?
guys are saying.
Oh, I
Yeah,
believe it.
on Twitter, right now. That's what they're saying. They're saying this guy has a bigger fish to fry. He has the
And,
Champions League to fry. He has
right.
Porto to play. We have
Uh,
the league to win. That actually Liverpool will actually have more games to play, and Arsenal will have lesser games to play. It's good we went out of this competition. It's not a big deal. We can win the Champions League. We can win the
right.
Premiership. Please talk to
Right.
these people.
Oh my
Let them know
goodness.
why that this is not the case
Those
of the bigger fish to fry. Please, can you
Well,
talk to these
those
people?
are the Julians of the fan base, right? Those are the Egals of the fan base. And I'm not trying to call them out. I'm not going to get personal with people, but those two guys, they put themselves out and they always, preach Arteta this, Arteta that. He's going to turn things around, blah, blah, blah. We've heard this before. He's won one trophy in almost 5 seasons. For any other manager in the Premier League would have been fired. 16 trophy attempts, failed 15 times. The thing is, Tony, is that the the manager is looking to develop players at a time we're trying to win a trophy. So, in my opinion, it's either you kind of do one or the other. You don't gas up getting the trophy and then putting what we have out on the pitch out there week in and week out, right? And no matter if if we're in the Champions League or not, the style of play probably isn't going to change. if we play Porto, if we beat Porto, let's say we get out Juventus or Porto or not Porto, but Barcelona or somebody. Do you really think the style of play is going to change? Do you really think they're not going to know to do like a partial low block and hit us on the counter? I mean, you're putting a novice up against experts, right? When you go against the Champions League, you're putting a novice manager against really some high level coaches, and I don't. If we get past Porto, Tony, I don't see whoever the next team would be. It would probably be like a Bayern Munich, maybe an Inter, right? Because you start getting deep into it, and he's going to run out of options. And if he's not too careful, he's actually going to run out of players because not only the motivation of players not want to play for him, but injuries will start to add up as well. I mean, we're a long ways out from Porto to the next round. We're a long ways out.
Oregongooner, Arsenal fans are talking about Porto as if it's a walk in the park. I'm already listening to Arsenal fans talking as if it's a walk in the park. We can't even beat West Ham. Guys, are you guys serious?
Tony,
we can't even beat West Ham.
We couldn't beat Sporting Lisbon. We couldn't beat Sporting Lisbon last year.
Right.
Oh my God.
Let me say this. I'm gonna go along with Goody. And I say this. Let's say just by the grace of God, we get past Porto. We are going to get blown away by whoever we play after that. We're gonna get blown away when we come back off this break by Liverpool. I keep trying to tell y'all, I keep warning y'all, because if they had their 14 yesterday, solid scores, a minimum of 3 goals yesterday. Minimum of 3.
With Kiwi left back, yeah,
minimum. At this stage, you know what? At this stage, even if we put Zinchenko back over there, what's the difference in Zinchenko and Kiwi? There's none. It's 0.
There's a 9, there's an 8 to 10 player clear out that's needed.
Yep. And see, I tried to tell people this last week. I got laughed at.
Exactly.
On somebody's show, I said 8 to 9 players. We need
to call them negative.
Oh man, that's out of order. And I said no.
They call them negative.
It's serious. And then you see the performance we drop, and then people are saying, "Well, what's going on?" It's because we have players that this fan base have marked way up to here, and these are anywhere else in the footballing world. Most of these players would be bench warmers or players that will probably be support players. We really only have about 4 players that's actually good in this team. That's good. I didn't say great. I didn't say world class. I didn't say top draw. I said good. It's a difference. There's a difference in that. We have 4 good players. Everything else is Tony. As Tony I stated, it's bare bones. It is down to under.
Shout out to Manny Tangadirai. That's a big brother.
What's up,
down
big
there,
man?
Manny Tangadirai. How you doing, Manny? Manny, hope you're okay. Happy New Year to you.
We are under everything that we're talking about. It's like when you go clean your rug after about 10 years and you pull that rug back and you see the gunk that's under. That's what we have. We have the gunk. When you go look at that bench yesterday, in Ketia, there was a report that came out last week. Arteta said, "I'm not selling." Crystal Palace morning, I'm not selling. What you holding on to that for? That's like you know when you had your grandma and my girl, she might hear this down the hall, but you have the family members. They hold on to everything,
right?
And they just hold on and hold on and hold on. Well, hell, it's time to get rid of some of this shit. We've had it for 2 weeks. In Ketia, he needs to be thrown out. It needs to be thrown out. No need to hold on. What you hold on for it for?
Okay, guys. See. I'm a solutions guy. I'm the kind of guy that really wants to, because the problems are already there. Mikel Arteta is an idiot and he's already there. So, and see it, guys, he's going nowhere. We want him out, but we know that the Kroenkes want to, because he's the perfect prop to live in that position because he's shielding them from criticism. Nothing is going to harm the Kroenkes because they have this bozo in that place occupying that position. So they want it because sales is going on well. Arsenal just qualified from the Champions League group. They're making money. Come on, God damn it. Merch sales is going on well. Matty is having an Arsenal merch wearing That's right now. They're making money. They're all good. They're laughing to their bank account. So there is no problem because we're not hitting them where it hurts. The Kronkers are cashing out money, merch sales, all these things sales. They're
Right.
making money. See, they're making money. So
This for eBay.
the,
I ain't paid them. I ain't paid 1 red cent. Not one nickel for me. You won't get.
There you go.
so
No.
see, yeah, guys, there is no incentive, yeah, for the Kronkers to throw this guy away.
Right.
Yeah, there's no
No,
incentive because no one is carrying placards out there saying Cronke out. No one. I- Entirely everything is going good. They're
well,
making money. We're in the Champions League. We're within the fourth place in the league. It's all good. So
well,
this manager is gonna be here. So now, as a solutions guy, yeah, what can we do to salvage what we can get from the season? What are the first
I
steps
tell you.
in coming back, in bouncing back? What can we do? Shout out to the 5 week show. I should be having him this week
I
on
got
my
Ola.
channel. He just gave us £5. Ola just gave us £5. Big ups to you, Ola. Ola, how you doing, brother? Talk to me. Who has the answers? What is the solution?
Go
The
for it, Daddy.
Oregon
solution.
Gooner,
So
Marty. Let's start with you, Marty, before you go to Oregon Gooner.
all right. So the first piece of business, if we're gonna play, well, we got to keep him in the seat. This is what you're gonna do. This is what you do. First order of business: Vieira, Suarez, Nketiah, Kivior. All four need to be find new homes. You need to reinvest that money because that's money you're reinvesting from players.
Yeah.
You're not getting we're not pulling out of the pot to give to you. So you take what you've got, you flip that, and you make it work for you. You add in one or two loan deals. You go out. If how is it that Spurs? Shout out to Ola. Shout out to my boy Ola right in the chat. What? Shout out to my boy Ola. Shout out to my boy Ola in the chat.
Well,
I know he could enjoy this. I know he could enjoy this. If you got that yak in your hand, you hold it up right quick because you know what's coming.
I got time.
How can Spurs come out of nowhere? Soon as the window opens, they got a loan for an option to buy for 17 million, and then they sold for center back all in the same week. Here we are, supposed to be quote unquote challenging for a title, supposed to be going here and there, here to there, no pun intended, and then we're sitting right here. We're sitting right here
Here to
looking
there,
like donuts, as Tony would say, donuts.
donuts,
Talking about
complete donuts.
we wake up this morning instead of us hearing about a striker, we hearing about a $50 million defender. I mean, just think how stupid that is.
Well,
This
I
is
mean,
this is why I said this is why I said, gentlemen. I understand, Tony. I know you want the solution, but the solution it's just like you know what's coming. You
right.
know what's coming. You know what's coming, but at the end of the month, we're going to panic buy. We're gonna probably bring in some like I said, some cat from the 18th division of the Favela League, the top scorer,
Mm,
and then they're gonna sell us that this guy's gonna one for the future. And he's gonna lead us to the promised land. And then guess
mm.
what? We stuck with another contract
Right.
that we're gonna have to deal with for 4 or 5 years. And so this is the problem. We need to go back. We need to get we need to tear out Edu. Edu needs to be torn out, and you need to go get some actual scouting that needs to be rebuffed. And you need to go out and get somebody who has their ear to the ground and know what's going on around Europe, so that we can bring in some quality play. Man City, they're getting ready to bring in some prodigy. I heard in the last week.
That
They're
The
going to be bringing
Brazilian
some
from
prodigy.
the South American
Yeah,
market,
some prodigy. Yeah,
a market that they said that
Adu
our
is the
sporting
expert.
director,
yeah,
knows and controls. Oh
yeah.
my God! Don't be
What?
Arsenal fans. Don't be deceived.
Right. And
It's all a lie.
don't forget the
It's
Brazilians that
it's all a
Barcelona brought
lie.
in.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
what you call it?
These Arsenal
Madrid.
fans will believe anything. It
But yeah,
is a
yeah.
lie.
Vitor,
The
Vitor
sporting
Roque.
director knows nothing about the
Rocky,
South
yep.
American market.
Yeah,
It's a lie. It's
you
a
look over.
PR stunt. Oh my God.
And my thing is,
Yes.
it broke my heart this morning. When me and Ola was talking, and he said $17 million for Timo Werner. If somebody, oh man, well he ain't gonna do nothing. Postacoglu will get something out of him. I want y'all to understand this. Let me tell you, people got jokes when it comes to Spurs. People got jokes when it comes to Spurs.
Yeah.
Deji, if you watching this on a replay, I want my props next time you on the show. You give my props.
I just want $10.
My boy, Pasta Consu is Costa. Wait, I can't even pronounce it. Ainge is turning around here. This team does not have Harry Kane in the team. They have had injury on top of 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 injury, and they're 1 point behind us. And they just signed a $17 million striker who's probably gonna come back with a point to prove. Yep. And then they're going out getting a top grade center back. They're getting they're trying to slowly but surely sew up what their problem areas are.
Exactly. That's true.
And people don't think that we're not officially in a top 4 race. And newsflash, shout out to Lee Gunner, told me this today. And I didn't think about it. There is no top 5 place for an England team because Newcastle and United screwed that up for us in the Champions League. So guess what? You're back to the top 4 race now. So that coefficient screwed it up again. So now, so now you got to deal with Villa, not United, but Villa and Spurs again. And now you got a top 5, top 6 race. We're gonna mess right around here. And Tony, I told you at the beginning of the season when we started, you said, where are we going to finish at? And I said 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
That's exactly where we headed. We're on a crash course for 5th.
Just before Oregongooner gives us the solution, Darren Sullivan is down here. Big ups to him. That's a lovely guy. Arsenal Manic also. Arsenal Manic, man. Subscribe to my channel, man. What's the problem? I'm not seeing you down here, man. Subscribe to my channel, man, because I need people like you, man. I need people like you on this channel. Big ups to also the Fight Week show. Anyone, who doesn't know about the Fight Week show, you're sleeping on a long thing. Go subscribe to that Fight channel. Great guy. Ola, I should be bringing him this week to talk football with me down here. Shout out to Ola. He also gave us £5 to go subscribe to that Fight Week channel. Oregongooner. You've heard what Matthew said. You know, in the grand scheme of things, he means that we're still screwed anyway. No matter the short term solutions we create right now, we're still screwed. Are you of that school right now? And again, secondly, what can we do to at least get past teams like Crystal Palace that we meet in the next 2 weeks when we come back from this disastrous result? He's thinking of taking the team down to Saudi Arabia or to Dubai to go have a kind of like a renaissance and some kind of connection building with the team.
Need to take their ass to the gulag. That's where they need to be going. They need to be going over to the gulag. Need to be going over there. They need to be in the trenches, in the snow, going up the hills. They need to be in Alaska,
Mongolia,
mountain
climbing.
Going to South Vietnam. They need to be in the trenches.
Oh my God!
We left to Memphis or Chicago.
Yeah, I'm saying they need to be in the Chicago. They need to be in the favelas.
It's shocking.
Rio.
Shocking.
You know,
big ups to the assembled who just came in. Big ups to Montology. Montology, make sure you subscribe to Tony Club Gunner TV. Big ups to you. The assembled here today. Malia is still here. Fat Week Show. Go smash the likes on that channel. And also Arsenal Manic is also down here. Big ups to you guys. Darren is also here. Yeah, Oregongooner, give us a solution. What should we do?
The solution, bro, is real simple. You fire the fraud. And you bring in Hansi Flick, Diego Simeone, Joachim Low, what's the guy? Pioli from AC Milan. He looks scary as shit with his bald head and his big bad eyes.
Hey, go get Spalletti, bro. Hey, go get Spalletti, man. Everywhere they go dig him up.
A season ago. So there's a lot of options out there. You know, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know much about this AirPod Albert guy. I don't know where he's from. I think he's from Ajax. I don't know much about that guy.
He actually was with the he's actually with the national team. He's actually qualified.
He's qualified.
You do know, y'all do know that he was actually
Shout,
supposed to
shout out to
leave.
Jez also, the Arsenal history and more. He's in the
Yes, what's
channel
up,
right
bro?
now. Big up to you, Jez. Big one. He was here yesterday. And guys in the chat here, Jez is a very, very big part. He played a big role in my channel's growth. So shout out to Jez. I give him the props every time because when I called on him, he was always there. So,
Yeah.
Jez, Arsenal history and more, go subscribe to that channel. Show love to him. Yesterday, Arsenal disappointed him because the FA Cup. He's been see. This is a lifelong Arsenal fan. He's been supporting Arsenal since 67, something like that. That's long, and this happens to be his favorite competition. And Arsenal made sure they destroyed it yesterday for him. He was absolutely fuming yesterday when he came for the watch along yesterday. We messed his day up yesterday. So shout out to Jez. Yeah, I hope you've come out from from what happened yesterday, man. It was shocking, and I feel for you because that's your favorite competition. Yeah,
Apple,
someone was saying
Apple,
something.
Apple,
Oregon was
Apple,
talking.
yeah,
Oregon was saying something.
Apple and Albert played a critical part in the Netherlands youth system over there, and he was with I. He's actually qualified. He's
Oh,
actually more qualified than Arteta.
Well, I don't want him. Like, if Arteta is fired, I don't want
Well,
Alfred because he's part
look.
of the problem as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not saying bring in Apple
Right? No, I know.
as a permanent manager. Now, if it comes down and they say, you know what, let's just keep him as a
My
caretaker,
whole solution
fine
would
with
be to bring in a manager who has a pedigree of winning some trophies, domestically in Germany, Portugal, wherever. I see some shout outs here for Pellegrini. That's someone I would look at. I mean, there's options out there.
Gus Hiddink.
There are options. Gus Hiddink is an option, right? There's managers out there. The issue I really truly think though is that it's a poison chalice job right now because you're coming in. If you were to come in, I mean, granted, you're only like we're only really 2 or 3 points behind Liverpool, right? So I I just I don't know if a new manager will get a tune out of these players this season, right? If we were to bring a new manager in, and if we saw improvement, I'd be happy. But I don't think any manager we brought in right now would win us the league, right?
but
I
but
want to be about that.
At this stage, I don't think
wait,
realistically nobody thinks we're going to win the league anyway. So when
Right.
it's more,
Regardless if we brought in Carlo Ancelotti, Zinedine Zidane, that we're not winning the league. Okay.
Yeah.
wait,
So
wait. But Oregongooner, I'm sorry to cut you there because what
that's
you're just saying right now, yeah, we need to dissect it. Are you telling me that no manager can get a tune out of Gabriel Martinelli, who scored 15 goals last season?
well.
This
I,
is incredible. I can't believe this.
well, okay, he may get
You
more
mean a
goals.
manager can get a tune out of Bukayo Saka,
No, that's what I'm getting to.
a
But it's
player
gonna,
that has carried us for three
but
seasons,
that's gonna be
scored
a
a
lot
number?
of the players, Tony, because you have to redo what they've learned, and what they've learned is it works.
What he's
It's not like
saying,
you can
Tony.
come in and say, "Oh, Martinelli's going to just score goals." It doesn't work like that, bro.
What the Goon is saying. Let me help you out, Goon. What Goon is saying is he's saying that the philosophy of this manager is so ingrained in these players, it would take them at least a year, 6 months to a year, to get that mess pulled out of them.
Exactly.
That's not saying he's not saying that the players are not good, but what he's saying is the rot, the stench. Tony, you know, man, you know what happened. Let me make this plain for Tony. Let me make this plain for Tony. He like his daily laugh. Tony, you know what chitlins smell like, and if somebody cooking chitlins in the house, that stench, it take a long time for that stench to get out the kitchen. You got to go get boil some vinegar. You got to get it out.
True.
The stench of Arteta is on these players so bad. Look at Saka. I mean, if you want to look at Saka and Martinelli. Look at Emma Smith Rowe. Reece Nelson. These are players that we have proven proof that they were good. We saw this.
We saw this.
We saw this. This ain't something we just making up. We ain't got to guess it. One for the few. We ain't got to wait on none of this stuff. We actually seen it, and they look like the shell of them or their former selves because of this manager's philosophy. This is what Gooney's talking about. So whoever we bring in, either that manager's going to have to go above and beyond to get the
Right.
best out of those players.
Right,
Yeah.
that's perfectly said. And my thing is that, and we know this because we've seen this in other clubs, right? When United got rid of Solskjaer, Ten Hag took over, and it was a rough ride for a while, even though they won a trophy under him. Miraculously, they did, right? They beat Newcastle for a Carabao Cup. So I just think that the players, right, it's going to take time. And to think that making a new manager bounce, but for really, how long does that ever really last, right? I mean,
Last, yeah.
how long does that really last? Let's be honest. It lasts about 3 or 4 games, and then we may go back to being normal. And so, what I want to see is a manager come in, change the formation, change some of the thought processes, change the way we distribute the ball, change the way we communicate with each other with and without the ball. Make Declan Rice the captain. You can't have a quiet captain. I'm sorry, Odegaard. You're brilliant with your feet. You can pick a pass. You got a decent shot. But other than that, you offer fuck all. I'm sorry. I mean, I know he's captain of the Norwegian team. Some people think that's world class. To me, it's world class if you're in the, let's say you're in the English team and you're scoring goals consistently and you're in there consistently. Consistency is key. And that'll even go with the new manager. The manager's going to have to set consistency in the team. Right, it's going to be sort of chaotic for the first few weeks because players are going to be having new roles to play. New little roles to play. Right, new little definitions of how this manager sees them at their position. And I'm not against Martinelli playing in the middle and maybe moving Saka on the left, or Trossard on the left, and giving Reece Nelson a chance. But even I think any variety of these players is not going to win us the league because I think the
Sure.
rot. Like Matt said, the stench of the chitlins is so far entrenched right now that we
It's
got to
endemic. It's endemic.
bring ourselves up from negative back to zero, right?
Back
Because
to
we're
zero,
at
yeah.
negative, we go to zero and then go. And I think there's managers that can do that, but I don't think there's any manager that could come in tomorrow and get us a trophy.
And get us a trophy.
Yeah, I
But,
just maybe
but
Champions League depending on who we get, but.
That's a
I
long
don't.
shot.
That's a
And we're looking at it from a realistic standpoint. Looking at this from a realistic
again,
standpoint.
Matty, but again, Matty, yeah, I want to come in here, yeah, and I also think that stench, yeah, has gone deep down, like it's so deep, yeah, within these players, yeah, that we're beginning to see, all forms of putrid signs, yeah, in these guys. Can you believe it that we can't even take corner kicks? Trossard can't even take
Oh
corner
man,
kicks.
did you see
Listen,
that corner kick?
no,
Did you see that
exactly,
kick yesterday? Did you see that?
exactly. Can you see that Trossard can take corner kicks? Can you see that under this manager, yeah, Gabriel Martinelli can't even take corner kicks? Have you seen it? No, guys, have you seen it?
Anymore.
Corner kicks. See, we don't even know how to play corner kicks.
You talking about
That's
corner kicks? Hey, you talking about play?
corner kicks.
How about defend corner kicks?
Corner
How about
kicks.
defend set pieces? Look
You're
at the
going
goals.
too far. We can't even kick corner kicks. That's how bad it is. It's horrible. It's horrible. We can't even play corner kicks. Yesterday, I was hoping to see one or two decent corner kicks, at least in the heat map, where where the battle is. None, none. Our corner kicks were just flying. Oh my god, it was horrible.
Did you see? Did you
It's
see?
horrible.
Did you see how the goals that let's go back to a couple of these games. Look at the goals
Right.
that we've given up. The way that's reminiscent of when he first got here,
Mm-hmm.
or that second year. That second year, we had a lot of that second year on set pieces. Y'all remember Goon? We used to sit here, we talk about the panic stations. Tony, we used to talk about the panic stations whenever it was time for a corner kick. Everybody start panicking. You get. I said I have sat here for the last 2 games straight, and I can look at when I'm sitting there with Leon Ola. We're sitting there looking at how we set up, and I said, "Well, here comes the goal," because nobody's paying attention. Because you see people looking to the left, to the right. You got the shortest person marking the tallest person.
Right.
You got
Jacob's working Konate. Yeah, I know. It's just
a static line. What the hell is this? This zonal marking all about? What's that all about?
That's a basketball thing, bro.
That's exactly.
Basketball. Like, my kids, we run the zone. I'll give you a quick little anecdote. The coach of our basketball this tournament was yelling at my son because we were in a 2-3 zone. He's like, Daniel, where are you supposed to be? Oh, I don't know. Get where you're supposed to be, right? Do your job. That's what our coach said. Youth basketball. Do your job. You have to have accountability, and that's what somebody in the chat talked about as well. I think it's Pablo or somebody. There's no accountability because you can be shit and still get picked. You can be Saka. As long as you're Saka, you still get picked. As long as you're Gabriel Jesus, you still get picked. As long as you're Zinchenko, you still get picked. And then they don't produce anything, and then he punishes them the next game. And plays Kiwi or Eddie and Kenya. Make it make sense, bro.
I told you,
it makes sense.
The stench of this manager has corrupted this team from top to bottom.
Down.
And I'm telling you, when you sit there and you watch that the way we set up on these set pieces, that zonal marking, it is the most laziest thing I've ever seen. Odegaard. I mean, I want y'all to start doing this. When you do your watch alongs, Tony, stop what you're doing, and I want you to watch the players themselves. That's what me and Ola and Lee started doing. We just start watching the players themselves because you can isolate them. Look, Havertz walking around, then he just gives up on the play. Odegaard passing into trouble. Saliba passing into trouble. Declan Rice passing into trouble. It's just so much wrong with this team on a fundamental level. On a fundamental level that, like Goonie said, unless we get an above average manager that can pull out the best, man, we might as well just go ahead and chalk this season up and start getting ready for next year because we're not doing anything major this year, and our two chances to do anything major, it just passed us away. Tony, all three of us sat here on the show this summer, and what did we say? What did we say the minimum was? 2 cups, the 2 trophies.
2 cups.
2 trophies. He just pissed those away. That was actually his lifeline. He pissed away. That was actually his lifeline for us to deal with him in Arsenal. You win a cup, we might not say that. Well, both of those gone now, and we know without a shadow of a doubt, we're not challenging for the Champions League. And
the second to the last, you did not answer. Just like I asked Oregongooner, many Arsenal fans are saying we have a bigger fish to fry. Right now, we're out of the Carabao Cup. We're out of the FA Cup. Marty, do we have a bigger fish to fry? Just before I go to Oregongooner,
there's no fish to fry. There's no fish in the refrigerator. There's no fish at the house. There's no fish anywhere to be seen. This is that whole argument is over. That's done, man.
It's like you got to take every game as it's in my opinion, as a cup final because we are 20-year drought, bro. We're in a 20-year drought of winning a Prem title, a league title. I don't even want to say Prem anymore, right? Because some people want to say that, we haven't won any real Prem titles, right? But 1 or 2 or 3. It's like, wait a second, we have 13 division titles, but I'm not getting in that argument. Anyway, the thing is that no, there's no switch. Like Ola's saying about, like Martinelli in the chat, and thanks again for the donation, Ola, is, from what I've noticed and just technically from what I've seen, we're getting the ball to Martinelli and he's too far back in midfield. So when he gets the ball, he just basically runs into 2 defenders. I think last season he was further up the pitch. We were getting the ball up further up the pitch, and he was already in a more dangerous area to do what Martinelli needs to do. And that was when we were catching him one-on-one with defenders. But now we're so far back, and Odegaard's playing so much more defensively that it's pulling Saka and Martinelli back. So when they get the ball, they're at the fucking half line. They have to run the whole half of the pitch. And by that time, the defense is already set. I mean, it's little things like that you kind of notice as a fan and is really watching that the attack is sort of there, but it's dead by the time we get in the final third because there's so much crap we're doing in the midfield. And I just, it's like from a technical aspect, that's one thing I see that a different manager would be able to change. And Arteta is showing that either he doesn't want to change that or doesn't have the ability to change that. And that's just one thing I know about Martinelli. He's just not in attacking positions like he was last season because he doesn't have the service. Granted, Xhaka was running up the pitch to open things up. Havertz is sitting there with his thumb.
Look at the stench. When we talk
following him like a fucking puppy because he doesn't know where to go.
We talk about that stench.
Matty.
Look at Declan Rice. Look at Declan Rice from when he first got here to the way he at now. Look at the stench.
Yeah.
The stench.
He's pissed off. He's like, "What?
Yeah.
This is the Arsenal I signed up for. This was the Arsenal of 6-7 weeks ago."
Yeah. Why is Thomas?
Have you
Why is
even
Thomas
noticed
Partey
that
not
the
in the
players
stench?
they argue with each other? Have you even found that they argue with each other on the pitch?
Oh
now?
yeah.
For the past 2, 3, 4 games,
Yeah.
I've seen them
That's how
arguing,
they scored the
bickering
goal
among
yesterday.
each other.
That's how they scored the goal last week. That's how they scored the goal last week. They were arguing with each other right before it came in.
Right.
Look, where's Thomas Partey at? Because on his Instagram, he's having a good time. He's enjoying.
He's living life.
He's doing the thing. Where's the help for Declan Rice in a defensive midfield position? Where's his help at? Run him in the ground. He's going to be ran into the ground before it's all said and done.
Why he doesn't play a 4-2-3-1 formation with Rice and Partey in front of the back four, I will never understand. The 4-3-3 formation is too open. We don't have the squad for that formation like City does. We don't have two top creative midfielders like Foden and Kevin De Bruyne who can rely on a Rodri to clean up everything in a 4-3-3. That's why Pep changes the formation to fit the squad. Arteta changes the formation never because it's Arteta's way.
6 goalkeepers in less than 4 years.
It's shocking.
And one we put on loan that can't do shit. I'm sorry, David Raya is fucking crap. And I don't want to hear any more about Raya.
All of them crap. How about that? Let me just stop that right now. How about all of them? Hey.
Raya is shit. I'm sorry.
Let's just call it like it is, man. Let's call it like it is. All of them shit. The only person that we had that was worth it down was Emi Martinez, and we let him walk away for a bag of chips and 2 crackers.
Yeah. Oh my God, a bag of chips. A bag of chips and 2 crackers.
That's what we let him walk away from. That's what we let him walk away for. This, I keep telling y'all, until this manager is removed from his post. Shout out to Darren Sullivan in the chat. Because he knows Darren until this manager is removed from his post, is going to get worse. It is getting worse and worse by the game, y'all. By the game. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to take anymore this year. I've seen it. I've seen it. Ola, and I've never seen Ola get upset as I've seen him get upset this year, and it's getting worse and worse by the week. And we're calling these games, Tony. We'll call it Dow. We're all watching these games on our watch-alongs, and it's just like each week we see the same. There's no progress at all. Even when we win, it's by the skin of our teeth. We're not no progress. What team have we blown away? Legitimately blown away this year? Nobody. Don't tell me about that when we played PSV with they 18 on there, and or Sheffield United.
A top 6 side out a long time.
No, we hadn't done that. We hadn't taken anybody to the woodshed. We've been taken to the woodshed. And then for all this talk, look at how Chelsea turned us over. Mudryk comes into town and
it goes like this at the end of his goal.
United. Sorry as they are, and then they turn around. They Alfred, and you know what? I start referring to them as our fraternal twin, Manchester United. The same team, different uniform, same thing. And then they turn us over. Spurs, London Derby, they do the hammer on us. West Ham.
Oh my God.
Follow.
Two back-to-back London derby, yeah. But guys, do you remember Oregongooner? Do you remember that last season? Yeah, we were the best team in terms of winning. The London derbies. We won all of them last season. So the slope, the downward spiral of this, of this manager even in London derbies, at least a place we used to dominate. Yeah, at least in London. Yeah.
Shocking.
Garbage.
Before it gets to the bottom, though, that's when you fire them. That's what normal clubs do. You wait before it hits rock bottom. Look at Nottingham Forest. They dropped what 4 or 5 games in a row and brought Nuno in, and they've won, I think, 2 on the bounce. They beat Manchester United for the first time since 1933 or some shit like that. I mean,
And
and
also
then
added the cherry on top that beat Newcastle too.
exactly, and exactly
Oh,
right.
and by the way, I think they're in that run of games we get ready to go up against too. I think they're the 4th game, and
Yeah.
they're in the run, so we get ready to deal with that too.
And you know what? And you know what? We'll face Nottingham Forest. We'll face Nottingham Forest in about the second game
That's
when
what
we
he's
come
saying.
back.
Yeah,
Hey, not only that, but let's be frank. Let's just call it spade. Y'all know how I am. I'm gonna call it like it is. I'm not gonna play with you. We should have lost to them. We started out the season this year. If the boy could have scored a goal, we'd been in trouble there right out the gate. If the boy could have put a hat on his shooting boots when we played him earlier this year, we have been sitting here all year pressing our luck, and now the luck has run out. The luck has run out, and now everybody's looking around. There's no single transfer that's going to save this season.
Absolutely right. That is a key point. We're hoping, again, your hope strategy campaign. He's absolutely right. There isn't one we could bring in Holland right now. We could hypothetically. Vinny Jr., hypothetically, right? Any top player right now would still not succeed under this manager because he trains the ability, he coaches the ability from them.
Mm.
Like robotic almost.
See ya,
Hey,
guys. Our brother Ola of the Fight Week show. He says, "Dirty, pussy clot, yeah, fish dead." Guys, let that sink in. You guys have turned Ola mad already, man. Ola is not, he's not in his right senses again. This is what Arsenal
Ola,
have caused.
not Ola,
This
but
is it.
Tony,
This is it. Yeah.
Tony.
No fish, no oil, no frying pan, no
We don't have
food.
any of that.
That's
Hey,
from Ian
hey,
McCauley.
Gooner. Yeah, let me use this analogy. You ready? You ready? Before I say it, you ready for it, Tony? Because I'm gonna drop something on y'all. I'm gonna bring something heavy on y'all.
It's gonna be heavy.
Because when it comes to me, sometimes it just comes to me. I'm gonna drop this hammer. Everybody in the chat, I'm gonna show y'all something. If we brought in somebody right now, it will be no different. Y'all remember how it was back in the day when we brought in Andre Archibald?
Oh,
What did we get out of that outside of 4-4 against Liverpool? What did we win that year? What did we
nothing.
win?
Nothing.
It was a big signing, but what did we win? What did we win when we brought in Ozil that first year? It was
Which year was that? 2013?
I think we won the FA Cup that year.
Was it? Did we win it that year? Was it 13?
I think we won the.
Darren
Well,
may know.
I think I'm
Or
not
was it
so
the year?
sure.
Was
I
it
know
the year
we
after?
won an FA Cup with Ozil. I
But
can't
have you
remember.
noticed?
13
Have you
or
noticed?
14.
Have you noticed when we used to bring in a signing or whatever, we never got anything out of it. That's what happened this year. We're not going to do anything because we're out there FA Cup now anyway. So essentially, we're out of that. So, I mean, so at this stage, it's time for this manager to go.
It's time.
And I'm going to say it again. He needs the checkbook. You need to take that checkbook out of his hand. We had it. No.
Right. He's made his signings, and he has to go down with them.
You got to go down with the ship. It's just like a couple years ago, Gooney. You remember that? Remember they had that cruise ship out there in Italy, I believe. You remember the captain got off the boat. They went and got him, brought him back. Yeah, they went and brought him back. That's what we're gonna do with Arteta. Arteta, you are
that guy's
going
still in jail, I'm sure.
down with this ship. You are not going to get away. You're going to eat this stew. You're gonna eat this. You're gonna finish this dinner, and you're gonna sit here and go down with this. Not another cent is going to be cut. We're not cutting any more checks for you, man. You need to take what you got and make it work.
And it even affected our Shavin. I mean, to be honest, he wasn't really all that good in the end.
Well, he was played out of position too.
Yeah, I mean, I know Wenger was. I mean, I would say the last 6 years of Wenger, I was very, very underwhelmed.
He played him out of position.
The FA Cup runs were fantastic. I'll never forget those runs, and of course, our runs before that in the middle 2000s, early. But I just, there's several players of careers that he killed, and somebody mentioned in the chat that the Wenger, the Wenger players were still there. How long did it take for us to get rid of Rob Holding?
This is This is why I say no more players can be bought by under this
Rob
manager.
Holding
Right
is
there.
still in this football club. Rob Holding is still here. He's gonna come back from loan because no one,
No, he
no
sold.
one.
We sold him. We sold him. He.
Uh, is that a final sale?
Yeah.
Or
That's a
that was a
final sale.
loan?
He's at
Hey,
Galatasaray or something
hey,
like
yeah.
that.
This is what I was told. This
I'm
is.
not sure. I think
Hold
it's
on,
a
Tony. Hold on,
loan.
Tony. I'm going to tell you.
Well,
They were told. They were
okay.
told. They was told. He went to Galatasaray. Galatasaray is in the process of getting ready to terminate his contract. He's going to be out of football.
And that termination, I don't know if that's happened or not, or probably it has. But he's not coming back to Arsenal. But the thing is that we have just the Wenger hangovers, I call them, right? Reece Nelson, El Neni, who's another one? Help me, guys.
Oh, Bellerman's out of there, so he's gone. That was one.
Yeah.
Ozil's gone.
Bellerin is gone. Yeah.
Everybody under Wenger is gone just about it, except
El Neni and Reece Nelson.
And Reece Nelson. They're the only two.
They're the only two.
Yeah, because Maitland-Niles is gone. All those other guys are gone. Yeah, that's it.
Right. So why are they still here? And that's the thing. And it's not like we're going to get a lot of money for them. We're not going to buy like for like, right? Well, we may buy like for like, which means we're going to get another subpar Egyptian and another fast pacey winger that scores 2 goals a year. I mean, ESR is ESR too. He's the third. He's the third.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We've given El Neni. I get it. Never good enough. Had a couple of great passes, 1-2 good goals. His time's over. He should have been gone seasons ago.
Guys,
ESR. I still think ESR. This is it. This is it for ESR. I'm sorry.
He should ask for a request. He should ask for a transfer request.
It's finished. If ESR was looking for a sign, from the Stars yesterday was the sign that he should leave the football club. Yesterday was the sign. It's over.
Even when we signed Havertz or Trossard, he should have left.
He should have understood and read the message. Here today says something here, yeah. He says they assembled. Indeed, Klopp switched his wings yesterday and carved us up in the second half. Arteta is so predictable, yet devised such a wild scheme to make Kai Havertz his main guy.
We came out and said was a midfielder the day before.
You can't make this up. Here today just summarized it. And apart from that, Arsenal fans, this is what I'll leave you with. Imagine Klopp yesterday. There's so many things in this Klopp team that many of you haven't really understood. Look at the Gravenberch who just came into this team. He has the Liverpool DNA. See, forget the Liverpool DNA. He has the Premiership DNA in him. It has been injected into him. I'm talking of Gravenberch. Look at Dominic Soboslai, who just came into that football club. The DNA, it's inserted inside him. Look at McAllister. He was playing for halfway Brighton last season.
Wow.
Tony,
look at him right now.
You're talking about
He's playing football for Liverpool.
Look at your boy. I know
look at Bradley. See, guys, be reminded they brought in Bradley. He plays with the Liverpool DNA. Clark. Oh my God. See, Klopp.
Hey, look at your boy. Your boy, he on there. Your boy Nunez.
He made
your boy
a public
Nunez.
show.
Look at Nunez. He
Curtis
might not have
Jones.
scored, but look at Nunez yesterday. He didn't score, but look at him. Look at the energy he plays with.
The energy. Energy.
Look how physical he was yesterday.
Well, we have bare bones that can't even run, can't mark a player.
Hey, I'm gonna be country today. I'm gonna go Georgia. Chicken shit. That's what we have. Chicken shit.
Chicken doo-doo. Those guys are funny, man. See, we've come to the end of the show because everyone has to go to work and have to start their morning. Oregongooner, man. Okay. I would allow Marty to give us his final thoughts, final notes,
Brothers,
summarize everything, and give it to us, man.
Outstanding discussion today, man. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll say this. I'll say it again. The manager does not need to be given carte blanche to go out here and splash the cash in this January transfer window. I fear if we do that, we're going to probably end up getting rid of him anyway, and we're going to be stuck with whatever he's bought. Somebody has to be the adult in the room and go in and say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. We have to pull in the reins. We're going to just have to make do with what we got. realistically, I don't think Ivan Toney is coming, so that's off the table. I'm being realistic. I just don't see that happening. And
He
if
would
we
have signed.
do,
He would have
yeah,
signed already.
yeah, if we were going to do that, because that deal, and Gooden makes a great point there. We've known for almost the entire time he's been sitting out that if we wanted this guy, all we had to do was make a deal. Let me tell you, after looking at Juventus and Roma yesterday, he ain't coming either. So you can throw that out your head. Vlahovic, he ain't coming. So now you're gonna start seeing C, D, E, F level players. And
Yeah.
if that's the case, then just stay with what we got. We might as well just stay with what we got. Throw your hands up, and then let this thing play out like it is. And
Mm,
if this causes us, I'm gonna go Darren Sullivan. If this causes us to be out of Europe and it costs this manager to be gone, then I just have to get along with that. Have to go along with that plan because at this stage, it's time to stop going through the same vicious cycle
Yep.
that we're going through on a yearly basis under this manager. It's time for him to go. It is time to go. Rest in peace, Claude. It's time to go.
Time to
it's time
go.
to go, man.
Good.
Oregongooner, talk to these
Okay.
people, round up the show, and sorry, the Southern Gunner. Tell these people where they could find you, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, brother. You can find me here on the Southern Gunner here on YouTube. You can and subscribe. And Tony, I shared the video over on my side of the
Yeah,
pond today. And so hopefully everybody there that came in there, hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you subscribe to these two gentlemen. Make sure you drop a like. And thank y'all once again for inviting me on today, Tony. Thoroughly enjoyed it, bro.
yeah, sure. Guys, from the Southern Gunners channel, please make sure you subscribe to Oregon's channel, and make sure you subscribe to Tony Cloud Gunner TV. Please, we need you guys at this time. Yeah, we need you guys because look at what's going on. Yeah, the super fans and top gunners are out there spewing these lies. Yeah, we need you guys, the real ones, to come and support us. Yeah, because these guys are getting huge support. Yeah, they're getting huge support. The ones that are telling the lies are getting huge
They
support.
going after 9 year old,
E-
going after 9 year olds.
Exactly, man. They're getting support. The support is large for these guys. So please come support the real ones. Like, look at how me, Marty, Oregon Gunner were having a chat. Yeah. And see, we've not said any lie here. We've not lied about anything. We've spoken absolute truth. The game yesterday was atrocious. We've said it. It's the truth. But it's so mad that these other guys, yeah, they keep spewing these lies and keep spewing these other misconceptions, and they're getting the real. They're getting the real traction. Arsenal fans go there to listen to them and listen to that garbage, and it's not true. It's a lie. So please support real Arsenal fan channels,
Mm.
support the real ones, who will come here and tell it as it is. So, that's all I would just say. So please make sure you support the channel. Yeah, big ups to you guys. I reckon gonna give us your footnotes and also round up the show for us, man.
My footnote is this: you cannot give an incompetent manager any more money.
No,
We have to turn the faucet off, like Maddie is saying.
cut this spigot off.
Turn the spigot off. He's bought his players, and he has to suffer the consequences of those purchases. And I'm more than welcome for him to go down the ship, take some of the players with him, get a new football sporting director in, get a new who can identify a top manager, Hansi Flick, Joachim Low, Diego Simone, etc. Bring that manager in, but don't expect changes quickly. I think a lot of the times that we as Arsenal fans we expect you know 180 degrees change right away, and it doesn't always happen that way. It happens that way for some clubs, but not all, right? And number two, I think that bringing in Ivan Toney is just going to fix everything is is not it either. I'm sorry to say. He may score some goals in the long run, but then what happens when he goes on a drought, as all strikers do? Then where are we left? We're left with a big $100 million price tag on another striker that isn't trying to make a lot of housewife.
Yeah.
I saw that. Okay. Right.
Arsenal
Right.
have made Ola gone bonkers, man.
Right.
Ola's bonkers. I need to
That's a
bring him
very
this
good
week.
comment. You can't. Ivan Tony is not going to fix things. He'll bag some goals for sure, but is he really the one to get us first place this season? No. Our problems run much deeper than that. And now that we've really seen on paper the 16 attempts and 15 that he's failed at, and the one cup he's won now in 4.5, almost 5 seasons, right? Do the math. Saka, 17% conversion right now. 17% goal conversion. That's worse than Matomo. That's worse than Kulishevsky's son. I mean, there's a list, right? It's almost worse than Neto if he wasn't injured. It's almost as bad as Jeremy Doku, but it's Doku's last season, so we give him a little bit of slack. The thing is that we need a sporting director with a real vision for the club, and we need that sporting director to hire the best manager we can get. And that manager needs to have patience, but also have accountability, because it's not going to happen overnight. But in that, you need to make the players accountable and get rid of the ones that aren't, and find players that will do their jobs accordingly. And a player, and I guess my third or fourth part, Tony, is getting the fan base to realize that we're just a very mediocre club right now, and that praising Arteta is not going to change tactics. It's doing the opposite. It's enforcing his tactics. It's encouraging him to continue to do what he's doing. So the fans need accountability at what they're saying as well, in public, in a YouTube forum or anything like that. And I'm not saying that all fans have to be Arteta out. I would never demand that of, a 5 to 6 or almost I don't know, 500 million fan base of people. Everyone's going to see things differently. But the thing is that we're now caught in a pattern of losing. And that needs to stop, because we're Arsenal Football Club. It's not who we are. It's not who I identify as a club. We're a winning club. We win trophies and silverware, and we cannot accept this mediocrity anymore. It will not be accepted in this house, right, Tony?
Exactly, man. It won't be accepted, my brother, man.
And so,
Well said,
those
Oregon.
are four
Well
things
said.
we need: is just a strong sporting director who knows world football in and out, not just English or South American or Italian, but knows a comprehensive plan of how to get Arsenal involved in real world football, i.e. Champions League, etc. And that sporting director needs to find the top manager. Those, to me, are the two things that need to happen. Vinay's going. Edu hopefully will get on his way out, because he doesn't know European football as well as he knows South American, and that's even questionable of that, right? So, we need 2 top managerial positions, 2 executive positions, and we need a 7 to 9 player clear out.
Yep, we need the most important signing. The most important signing this transfer window is not a striker. It's not a midfielder. It's not a center back. It's not a defensive mid. It's not a left wing, right wing. It's not any of that. It's not a popcorn passer. The what we need is a world class manager.
A world class manager who would come in and win trophies. See, we've had
Change the
enough.
mentality.
We've had enough. Enough is enough. Yeah, guys, and that's my final note. Enough is enough. This manager, it's proven already. This manager can't win. He can't win us trophies. Yeah, guys, come on. Look, the proof is in the pudding. Look at the way he threw away the Carabao Cup. That's why I became Arteta out. That single indictment, having Bukayo Saka on the bench, having Odegaard on the bench, yeah, having our killers on the bench,
Right.
while West Ham was roasting us out there in the Carabao Cup. Right now, we would have been playing Middlesbrough and being in the final of a Carabao Cup.
TG, and they were informed then.
That is it, guys.
Love y'all.
So we're screwed. We're screwed. This manager needs to go. That's the end of. We don't need to, and we need a big time manager who would come in and help us out. So from me, Oregongooner, and the Southern gonna thank you guys. Catch us soon. Catch me this week with Ola. Tomorrow I'll also be bringing you guys something else too. So Oregon gonna thanks, man. You've
Bro, it's
been the
good time.
rock of the show, man. Because 19 episodes, you are the most consistent brother on the across the shows that I have this season. So big ups to you, man. 19 episodes, me and this gentleman I've done this season, yeah. So
Not more
big
to
ups
go.
to you, man. I really, really do appreciate it. And
Yeah.
also I do appreciate you, my fellow henchman, the Southern Gunner, man. Thanks, man. Thanks for making this show a very action packed. And you're the only one who's wearing the Arsenal jersey, so maybe you should start hitting them where it hurts, man. A little bit on the merch,
I told y'all I hit this on the eBay. They ain't see,
That's perfect.
I cut hey Tony Goonie. I cut off the spigot.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I didn't get any Arsenal swag this year for
Yeah.
Christmas. I guess my wife got the message to turn off the spigot
Yeah.
as well.
I cut the spigot.
Yeah,
from me, from
I
me,
don't
from me and these guys, yeah. From me and these brothers, absolute legends, yeah.
Arteta
We
out.
are out.
know.
Arteta out. I agree. Arteta out. We're out.